up YouTube? Israel back again with a quick video. Well, it's been quite a while since I've done one of these kind of videos. I'm going to do another tag video. It's been a long time, years and years since I've done a tag video, and I can't recall the last one that I did. But this one comes from my good friend Sam Broom. You guys probably remember him. A few weeks ago we did a video together in my car before we went to the Cowboy game. I think it was Guess Los Angeles, Guess 1984 Los Angeles. And he did a top 5 alternative frags, like, you know, cheaper fragrances that remind you of more expensive stuff. So I did the best I could out of my collection because I did have a lot more of those earlier on in my journey. I do have some clones. I do believe that is the same thing from other houses. Unfortunately, these fragrances are going to be from 2 houses, so I apologize, guys. I'm not giving you much to really work with when it comes to houses, but these are great fragrances nonetheless. These really aren't going to be in any particular order except for the last 2, so I'll just kind of throw some, throw them up there here and there. But thank you, Sam, for tagging me, and I'll pass this video on to another reviewer here in a sec. But we'll get onto this video now. This won't be too long. So we're going to start with the house of Haramain. So there's going to be a few from their house. These are my 3 favorites right now from their house, because these are clones, very good clones of some fragrances that came out a while back and are very popular in the community. One isn't as super popular, but it still gets a little bit of has a pretty good reputation. So the first one from the house of Haramain is L'Aventure Night. And if you guys remember my video on this one a while back, I did speak very highly of this one. This is a Green Irish Tweed clone. It's not exact. That one, I think the Green Irish Tweed's a little more, I don't know how to really describe it. It's been a while since I've tried that one. It's a little more dry, a little more natural smelling. This one's a little sweeter and has more citrus in it, but you still get the GIT vibe in this one. So this is pretty much GIT with a bit of more citrusy, sweet notes in it. But I really enjoy this one. I get amazing performance out of this one, and I always get noticed. I never get noticed wearing Green Irish Tweed, believe it or not, but this one I get noticed almost every time I wear it. And this, I think this is like 30 bucks, 35 bucks. Again, this isn't a sponsored video. These are just ones that I have in my collection that I kept and not either swapped or sold off over the years. And so definitely need to check this one out. I'll try to leave links in the description below for you guys to check these out. So yeah, so L'Aventure Night is coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is going to be from the house of Haramain as well. It is Royal Stallion, and I believe I did a video on this one not too long ago as well. This one is a clone of Pegasus from the house of Parfums de Marly. If you guys ever tried that fragrance, it's a nice almondy, powdery, sweet fragrance. Has great sillage. This fragrance is no slouch though. This smells almost identical to it. If not identical, I did compare the 2 fragrances, and I want to say there's some subtle differences in the top, but this fragrance keeps all the best parts in my opinion, and these sprayers are beast. And if you guys get the full presentation with this one, it comes in a huge, I believe it's a plastic, maybe wooden box. Comes with a really nice presentation you just can't beat for the price. I think these are like 40 bucks as well. You know, I'll try to find you guys the cheapest links in the description below. But yeah, if you guys like Pegasus from the house of Parfums de Marly, you definitely need to get your nose on Royal Stallion from the house of Haramain. So moving on to the next fragrance. I actually got this fragrance in the mail yesterday. So thank you, Mike, the gent, for hooking me up with this fragrance. This is also from the same line, the Portfolio line from Haramain. I smelled this one actually first from the line at a local shop in town. They had them, and they were way more expensive then, so I didn't pick one up. But I immediately knew what it was when I tried it, when I smelled the atomizer, and I knew that it was going to be a Tom Ford clone, and it is none other than Neroli Canvas from the house of Haramain. If you guys can't guess, this is a clone of Neroli Portofino, and this thing is really, really good, guys. Like, obviously Neroli Portofino Forte has more body, it's fuller, but this one is a good, better performing copy or clone, or whatever you want to call it, of the original Neroli Portofino. I wore this yesterday and I got pretty good performance. I'm not gonna say it was beast mode, but I could smell this on me after 6 hours. I was out in the heat and I was sweating, but I still smell this on me when I got home, and it even lasted even longer on my clothes. I could actually get wafts of it the next day on the shirt that I wore last night. I usually spray my skin, but I guess it might have, sweat down my neck or whatever. But this was no slouch as well. I'll try to find you guys the best price for this one, but yeah, this one's called Neroli Canvas. Again, the same bottle, same line. The sprayers on these are huge, and this smells amazing. Like, you can't, when you smell this fragrance, you know exactly what it is. And I think it was like 40 bucks, maybe more online. Again, I'll try to find you guys the best price, but you're definitely gonna save money buying this one over the original, unless you just have a friend who works for Tom Ford or some retailer and they just give you a sick price. But this line right now, I've been very impressed by the portfolio line, and there is a couple of others that I haven't tried, and I can't wait to get my nose on those. Moving on to the next house, this one's going to be probably my favorite out of all the line of the AVENTUS clones from the House of Parfums Vintage. There is a ton, guys, and this one actually might be tied with a recent one that I'm going to do a video on soon. I believe it's called Vintage Gold or Intense Gold, but this one is Parfums Vintage's Vanilla Intense. I actually bought a second bottle of this one because my other bottle leaked whenever I flew to Chicago, and I just needed to buy another one. I always get noticed wearing this one. This is a sweeter version of AVENTUS. This has just more vanilla in it. It's not like super sweet, like sickly sweet. They just amped up the vanilla in this, and I really like this one. I get amazing performance. I think I got 10 to 12 hours with this fragrance. And I didn't even notice it on me. This one does suffer from olfactory fatigue. After a while, you can't smell it on yourself. But people were saying, man, I could really smell that coming off you well after the 8th hour, 9th, 10th hour, I believe. But I really like this fragrance. So Vanilla Intense from the House of Parfums Vintage. To me, it might be one of the best clones of AVENTUS that I've ever tried. Definitely gets me noticed every time. That one in the Intense Gold, I believe, and I'll be doing a video on that one soon. But that one, to me, is right up there with this one. It's like a more mature version of this one, but this one is no slouch. And right now, I'll have to give this one my tops from the House of Parfums Vintage when it comes to the AVENTUS clones. This was sent to me by Parfums Vintage a while back, and I fell in love with it because I knew exactly what it was. I want to say it was the first time I saw the new bottle design. They put a new crest on there. Might have had a new wooden cap, not really sure. But I immediately fell in love with this one because this fragrance is going for so much more. I think it's selling retail for $350, $320, something like that. And that's not even including the vintage batch, which the vintage version is going for way, way more. I believe there's been 3 formulations of this fragrance, and I think they tried to capture the original formulation in this juice. So from the House of Parfums Vintage, we have Sandal Amber, and that is the Amber Absolute from the House of Tom Ford. That was their clone. And this stuff, if you guys like resinous, warm, spicy, deep, woody, amber, like powdery amber fragrances, you're going to love this one. I don't remember how much they go for on their website. I will leave a link in the description below. I want to say it was like 80 bucks for 50 mil, but don't quote me yet. I'll just leave the link down below. But this stuff smells so good. Like, some people don't like amber. Some people even say this, some ambers or even Amber Absolute's a little too animalic. I guess maybe if you compare it to something else, you can get the animalic notes in this. But if you just go off like just smelling this right off the nozzle, it's very warm. It's very warm, spicy. It's powdery. It's sweet. It's resinous. It's deep. It's dark. Really, really good fragrance. Probably overall my favorite fragrance from the House of Parfums Vintage, because you're saving a ton of cash buying their version. And I've compared them side by side with 3 or 4 other amber fragrances that are similar. I believe it was Amber Sultan, the old Amber Absolute, the new Amber Absolute, and I believe it was one from the house, I think it was called Rider, and that one was pretty different, but it was also an amber fragrance, and that one had tobacco in it, but I still kind of tested them all, and this one really is that good in my opinion. So that was my top 5 cheaper alternative fragrances to popular fragrances out on the market. You guys can check these out. I will leave links below. Thank you, Sam, my good friend up north, for tagging me in this video. I haven't done a tag video in a long time, so it was my pleasure to do this for you and for the community. I'm going to tag another reviewer in the community who needs love, please show him some love and give him some subs. And also give Sam Broom some subs. So I'll put his link right here, Sam Broom on YouTube. I think you can follow him on Instagram as well. But I'm going to pass this video on to another guy. His name is Rob DJ Ville. And he is a upcoming reviewer. He's got a good amount of subs, but we need to give him more subs, give him some views, go show him some love. The guy, you know, enjoys his hobby as much as anybody else, and he knows what he's talking about. So go check out his channel. And DJ Rob Ville, please, I'm going to pass this video on to you, brother. And please, I'm looking forward to hearing your top 5 fragrances that are cheaper alternatives to more expensive fragrances, guys. So please like, comment, subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. And until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.